day, everyone. My name is Clark Juncil Irwis, and with my fellow group members, we are going to tackle about our two thought-provoking caricatures that revolves around addressing the urgent issues inherent in today's phenomenon within the Philippines. So for the first caricature is titled Showing a Tearful Farewell Between Commuters and Our Favorite Jeepney Drivers, Symbolizing the End of an Era. This caricature depicts about the jeepney phase out, depicting a scene as we can see where a giant modern electric jeepney adorned with high-tech features and labeled modernization looms over a group of traditional jeepneys. The traditional jeepneys appear small and outdated in comparison, with a little smoke belching from their exhaust pipes. In the caricature, the traditional jeepneys are portrayed as distressed and struggling, with worried drivers and passengers looking on. Some of the drivers might be holding signs expressing concerns about livelihoods or cultural heritage, while others could be shown scrambling to adapt to the changes.
My name is Sharmay Sisumampong, by defection of the caricature. The modern electric jeepney could be depicted as sleek and futuristic, symbolizing progress and environmentally sustainability. It portrayed with clean emissions and happy passengers enjoying the modern amenities. The caricature also captured the tension between traditions and modernizations, as well as the challenges and uncertainties faced by those affected by the phase out. It could also highlight the complex issues surrounding the transition to newer, morally, environmentally friendly transportations options.
Meanwhile, the modern electric jeepney are depicted as sleek and futuristic, symbolizing progress and environmental sustainability. It portrayed with clean emissions and a happy passenger enjoying the modern amenities. The caricature also captured the tension between tradition and modernization, as well as the challenges and uncertainties faced by those affected by the phase-out. It also highlights the complex issue surrounding the transition to newer, more environmentally friendly transportation options.
The underlying issues, from the government initiatives to modernize public transportations for various reasons, including the environmental concerns, safety improvements, and enhanced efficiency. The intent is noble, aiming to provide commuters with safer, more comfortable, and environmentally friendly options. However, the transition is not without challenges, particularly for the jeepney drivers and operators who have relied on these iconic vehicles for their livelihood. The jeepney industry provides employment for thousands of drivers, operators, mechanics, and artisans involved in the manufacturing, maintenance, and operations of these vehicles. For many families, jeepney driving is not just a job but a way of life, passed down through generations, providing a means of livelihood and sustenance.
The traditional jeepney has woven itself into the fabric of Filipino society. It serves not just a means of transportation, but also as a cultural symbol, reflecting the resilience, creativity, and communal spirit of Filipino people. Its unique aesthetic and personalized touches have made its jeepney a moving work of art, telling stories of the local communities they serve. The caricature, with its worried jeepney surrounded by sleek alternatives, conveys the emotional weight tied the potential loss of his cultural icon.
Furthermore, the transition to modernized public transportation could potentially disenfranchise marginalized communities who rely heavily on jeepneys for affordable and accessible transportation. In rural areas and urban outskirts where formal public transportation systems are limited, jeepneys often serve as a lifeline, connecting people to essential services, markets, and employment opportunities. The phrase out could exacerbate existing inequalities and leave vulnerable populations stranded without viable transportation alternatives.
While the government's push for modernization is driven by the desire to improve transportation infrastructure, it is essential to find balance that consider the cultural, economic, and social implication of phasing out traditional jeepneys. This caricature serves as a visual commentary on the complexities of this transition, urging society to engage a nuanced conversation about progress without neglecting the preservation of cultural heritage and the well-being of those directly impacted.
From an economic perspective, the phase-out poses challenges for the jeepney drivers and operators who struggle with the financial burden of transition to newer, more expensive vehicles. The caricature humorously captured this economic anxiety by portraying the traditional jeepney in a state of concern. Additionally, there's a social aspect to this issue, as the livelihoods of many families depend on the traditional jeepney industry.
The worried expression on the jeepney face personifies the concern and uncertainties surrounding its future. The surrounding modern and sleek vehicle, aptly labeled modernization, represent the evolvement landscape of transportation. In the Philippines, the juxtaposition highlights the clash between traditional and progress as the familiar and beloved jeepney face the looming threat of obsolescence.
Amidst of the distress, another layer of complexity emerged as some drivers are depicted scrambling to adapt to the changes. This aspect of the caricature introduced a dynamic element showcasing the resilience and resourcefulness of the individuals faced with transformation. These drivers, perhaps realizing the inevitability of progress, are shown actively seeking ways to navigate the evolving landscape, highlighting the human capacity for adaptation in the face of adversity.
So, in conclusion, the caricature about the jeepney phase out encapsulates the multifaceted nature of this issue. It combines humor with a thoughtful reflection on the cultural, economic, and social dimensions of transitioning from traditional to modern transportation in the Philippines. The worried jeepney becomes a symbol of a larger narrative, inviting viewers to ponder the intricacies of progress and the importance of preserving cultural heritage in the face of change.
So for the second caricature is entitled Balloons of Hope, a whimsical caricature reflecting the challenges and absurdities of employment. My depiction about this caricature is the balloons attached to resumes introduces a layer of symbolism. The floating resumes represent the tension and precarious nature of job applications in a job market marked by uncertainty. Each resume becomes a potential opportunity, yet the person struggles to seize any, depicting the frustration and hardship associated with the job-seeking process. The balloons also imply the fragility of job security, as even those seemingly attached to opportunities are vulnerable to deflation.
This caricature masterfully combines visual elements to tell a compelling story about the challenges of unemployment. Through clever symbolism and a touch of humor, it captures the essence of the shattered expectations, the competitive job market, and the emotional toll of the job-seeking journey. The inflated balloon, labeled job, becomes a central metaphor, involving throughout the scene to convey a nuanced narrative about the complexities individuals face in the pursuit of meaningful employment.
In essence, the caricature encapsulates the broader perspective of unemployment by weaving together symbolic elements that resonate with individuals globally. It speaks to the universal struggles of job seekers, emphasizing the emotional toll, societal implications, and the delicate balance between hope and despair. Through its creative, imaginary, and cultural resonance, the caricature becomes a powerful commentary on the challenges inherent in the pursuit of meaningful employment in the contemporary world.
My name is Mrs. Sumampong. My defection about the caricature. The caricature captures the societal impact of the unemployment through the label trabajo on the balloon. The inclusion of the culturally specific term job adds defend on the narrative, emphasizing the university of the struggle while grounding it in the Filipino context. This choice invites reflection on how joblessness permeates various cultures and communities, serving as a global challenge that transcends geographical boundaries.
Surrounding the central figure are airborne resumes, each intricately attached to smaller balloons. This floating barrage symbolizes the numerous applications that job seekers send out, hoping to secure a position. However, the challenge lies in the person's difficulty in grabbing any of these flying resumes. This represents the harsh reality many face despite their efforts, obtaining a job remaining an exclusive task. The whimsical touch of the flying resumes adds a layer of humor to the portrayal, creating a visual irony that resonates with the absurdity of the job-seeking process.
Moreover, the caricature captures the societal impact of unemployment through the level trabajo on the balloon. The inclusion of culturally specific term for job adds depth to the narrative, emphasizing the universality of the struggle while grounding it in the Filipino context. This choice invites reflection on how joblessness permeates various cultures and communities, serving as a global challenge that transcends geographical boundaries.
The struggle to grasp the resume underscores the broader difficulty of navigating the job market. The person's evident frustration highlights the emotional toll that unemployment can take. The inability to secure a resume emphasizes the competitive nature of the job market and the challenges individuals face in standing out to potential employers. Moreover, the inflated balloon with its looming label of job begins to sag under the weight of external pressure and economic challenges. This deflation serves as a metaphor for the shattered expectation and disappointments experienced by those grappling with unemployment. The balloon's diminishing size reflect the diminishing prospect, mirroring the decline in hope and optimism as the job search becomes more prolonged and arduous.
The luminescent balloon, proudly showcasing the word job, captures the essence of hope and opportunity. However, the balloon's exaggerated size reflects the unrealistic expectations that often accompany the pursuit of employment. It looms large, dominating the scene, drawing attention to significant weight of societal expectations surrounding job attainment. The artwork likely aims to shed light on the difficulties and often surreal aspects of unemployment, while also hinting the resilience and optimism that people may hold onto during such times. So, it may serve as a commentary on the socioeconomic issues surrounding unemployment, offering both a reflection and a critique of the situation.
The absurdities of the unemployment experiences are cleverly interwoven throughout the caricature. So, some individuals are depicted holding onto deflated balloons with perplexed expressions, highlighting the absurdity of clinging to lost opportunities. The exaggerated nature of the visual adds a touch of satire, emphasizing the absurdity of the circumstances faced by those navigating the job market.
In this whimsical portrayal of the challenges of unemployment, a caricature comes to life, highlighting struggle and frustration individual facing in the job market. A character clad in modern attire standing a symbolic representation of the average job seeker. In their hand, they hold a visibly inflation balloon labeled job. This inflated balloon serves as poignant metaphor embodying the expectation and aspiration tied to employment.
The overall aim of this caricature is to humorously capture the absurdities and frustrations associated with unemployment. By presenting the challenges in a lighthearted manner, The artist invites the audience to reflect on the harsh realities of the job market while finding a shared sense of camaraderie in the struggles depicted. The use of exaggeration and visual metaphor provides a very powerful commentary on social expectations, the competitive nature of the job market, and the emotional toll experienced by those seeking employment.